A man, Thomas McMeekin, rekindled his romance with his high school sweetheart, Nancy Gamble. Thomas and Nancy met 60 years ago and dated, but their relationship didn't work out then. A man rekindled his romance with his high school sweetheart years after the two first met. Thomas McMeekin, a doctor, and Nancy Gamble fell in love over 6 decades ago as teenagers. The pair's relationship didn't work out back then. They broke up and eventually lost touch before reconnecting last month. After reconnecting, Thomas and Nancy realized that their feelings for one another were still strong after all this time. Unwilling to let this chance pass him by, Thomas surprised Nancy with a sweet marriage proposal at the airport. The proposal, which left Nancy in tears, was captured by one of Thomas' patients named Jojo and shared on TikTok. The chain of events began when Nancy flew over to see Thomas in person after they reconnected. The doctor waited nervously for Nancy to arrive at the airport. When she arrived at the airport in Tampa, Thomas got down on his knees and proposed to her. He first greeted her with a big smile, gave a bouquet of roses, kissed her tenderly, and then pulled out a ring. Nancy was surprised to see Thomas get down on one knee. Thomas went on to serenade his bride-to-be before asking her to marry him. Nancy, who had started crying as Thomas expressed himself, quickly said yes, which was followed by cheers from Thomas and applause from the strangers who had stopped to watch. The happy couple then embraced in a big, tight hug. Thomas and Nancy met in high school in Quincy, California. The doctor confessed that Nancy was a beautiful cheerleader who he thought would never want to date him. "We admired each other from a distance," he said, recalling that Nancy was so pretty and everyone loved her. The two went to different colleges but met during their time in college. They dated, separated, and lost touch over the years. They went on to build separate lives. Nancy got married and had children, while Thomas followed suit. They also thrived in their respective professions. And while Thomas set up a livelihood in the Tampa Bay area, Nancy settled down in California. For years, they lived out their lives until they met again at the doctor's 60th high school reunion. He RSVP'd, and Nancy told him she was looking forward to seeing him. The pair admit that their relationship timeline has been fast, but they believe their real and strong connection is all they need. When the 78-year-olds reconnected, they rekindled their love and started talking. Eventually, Thomas told Nancy they were meant for each other and sent her tickets to come to visit him. It was when Nancy arrived that Thomas surprised her and asked her to marry him. Thomas's staff members were at the airport when the doctor proposed. The doctor confessed that he had been acting giddy, jumping around, and smiling the whole week before Nancy arrived. He is thankful to God that he didn't have to wear makeup because he was crying as he waited for Nancy, and all that stuff would have run down his face. Now the doctor wants to move to California to live with Nancy for the rest of their lives. Thomas dressed in a suit, knelt on a pillow, and read from a piece of paper as Nancy held his hands. "My dear Nancy, it's been 60 years since we first met, 56 years since we first dated, 10 years since I last saw you, and 20 days since we began this. You have always been the one I've had a crush on since your cheerleader days." Thomas told Nancy he thought of her every day, and now his heart skipped a beat when he saw her. He called Nancy an incredible person who was beautiful inside and out. Thomas said Nancy had a mind and sense of humor that amazed him, and that she always made him laugh nonstop. The doctor then told Nancy that he wanted to grow old with her and wake up in her arms every day. He promised to make Nancy's days an adventure, laugh and cry with her, and share in her dreams. So Nancy, I come to you humbly today, June 30th, with a proposal. I want to spend the rest of my life with you and cherish every moment we will have together. The doctor confessed that words could not express just how much he loved Nancy, but promised to spend the rest of his life making her happy. Thomas noted that he would ensure they support each other through thick and thin. He asked, "Will you, Nancy, give me the honor of being my soulmate in life? My partner in every sense of the word, my beloved wife forever? Will you marry me?" The TikTok creator who shared the video of the proposal that now has over 2 million views also shared a video of Thomas and Nancy posing together as they held a sign that read, "She said yes." Thomas also gave Nancy a necklace with both of their birthstones when he proposed to her. The pair admit that their relationship timeline has been fast, but they believe their real and strong connection is all they need. Nancy said they don't have much time left, and for her to spend it with the person she wants is a dream come true. In turn, Thomas said he believes God had a hand in them finding each other and love again. This was meant to be. Thomas and Nancy now get to spend their lives together after they found another chance at love with each other, 60 years after they first met.
It brings me a smile to my face that makes my heart skip a beat. For the last 3 weeks, I have thought of you every day, every hour, and talked to you every night for hours. I have longed to see you again, hold you in my arms, and tell you how much you mean to me. My last weekend, I fulfilled those dreams and made them our reality as you brought me into your world with your friends, your home, your cooking, and your love. You are the most incredible person I have ever met. Your beauty, both inside and out, has always captivated me. Your kindness and compassion to those less fortunate, like Josh and Russell, the Greenville Fire, have touched my heart and changed me in ways that are hard to describe. Similarly, your mind and sense of humor have me amazed and laughing nonstop. You are everything that I've ever wanted in a partner, lover, and friend. And so, Nancy Lynn Gamble, I come to you humbly today, June 30th, with a proposal. I want to spend the rest of my life with you, to cherish every moment we will have together, to make every day an exciting new adventure, and to grow old with you. I want to wake up in your arms every morning, to share our dreams and aspirations, to laugh and to cry, and support one another through thick and thin. I love you more than words can express, and more than you can ever comprehend. I want to spend the rest of my life proving that to you and making you the happiest woman in the world. Will you, Nancy, do me the honor of being my soulmate in life, my partner in every sense of the word, a beloved wife forever? Marry me. Oh, yes!